Breaking out of Hollis Hall vibes today. Something shifted, quick and quiet, and it points straight at the heart of this defense. Not smoke for clicks movement with fingerprints on it. If you care about what Chicago can be in December football, stay in your seat, because the next few minutes might change how you see this whole season. Here's the plan. We're going to talk identity in the trenches. Why the Bears have gotten tougher but still need one brutal piece to lock games down. What the front office has been setting up behind the scenes. And how one league-shaking name plus timeline, cost, and cap math could flip the entire arc of this rebuild while Caleb's rookie window is wide open. No spoilers yet. You'll get the full picture first, then the headline. You're watching Bears News Fan Report. Hit subscribe, drop a like, and stick with us. Around here, we break it down like fans who watch every snap and still care about the details. If this lands the way it might, you're going to want the follow-ups. Because Chicago could be cooking something loud. So, where are we right now? This team has grown up at the line of scrimmage. Montez Sweat sets the edge with grown man power. The young bigs flash real pop. The back seven trust what's in front of them, and the tackling has leveled up. It feels like Chicago again, cold weather football, pads cracking, clock bleeding. But there's still a hole in the middle of the plan that shows up in every 3rd and 7 when quarterbacks step up and escape clean. You can win games that way. You don't close seasons that way. Every coordinator in this league will tell you the same thing in a quieter voice. The whole coverage world gets simple when the A-gaps belong to you. Eric Washington wants a 4-man rush that hunts without heavy blitzing. Eberflus wants hits, hustle, takeaways. You own the pocket inside, and Jalen Johnson's life gets easier. Yaquan Brisker starts playing downhill. The linebackers stop having to be superheroes. A real interior bully makes everyone look smarter on tape. The front office hasn't been shy about this blueprint. Ryan Poles has kept flexibility for a reason. Caleb's on a rookie deal. Roma Duns gives you star power on the other side of the ball. And the cap pitcher can still handle a big veteran if the value matches the timeline. Chicago has been patient, not passive. There's a difference. Zoom in on the calendar. The league hits that stretch where contenders separate from hopefuls, and the phones get busier than the rumor mill admits. Teams with aging cores try one last swing. Teams on rookie QB clocks pounce when the market blinks. Chicago is firmly in that second bucket, young, hungry, and just one monster away from turning tough out into problem. Let's talk football, not just headlines. The scheme here asks a 3-tech who can dent the pocket on command, reset the launch point, and make guards pray for help. With Sweat winning outside and stunts looping back in, a true destroyer at 3 keeps the center glued and turns those soft step-ups into sack lunches. Simulated pressures start hitting home without sending the house. That's how you win January downs without giving up explosives. All right, cards on the table time. You've got the context, the why, the how. Now the thing that's buzzing through league circles. And, yes, through Chicago group chats right now. The name is Jeffrey Simmons. And the scenario on the board repeat. Scenario is Simmons wearing navy and orange, planting his feet in the middle of this defense and turning Soldier Field into a weekly construction zone where pockets go to get bulldozed. If you've watched even 2 minutes of his tape, you know what we're talking about. This is a certified interior wrecker. Heavy hands, short area burst, balance through contact, and that I live in your backfield motor that makes coaches throw stuff in film rooms. He doesn't just win. He erases plays. Pair that with Montez Sweat and you're forcing protections to pick their poison. Slide to Sweat, and you leave a guard on an island against a top 3 DT. Stay honest, and you give Chicago one-on-ones across the board. 3rd down becomes a party for the front and a gift for the secondary. Money and picks matter, so let's be grown-ups. Simmons is on a premium tier deal because players like this don't grow on trees, and any move would require creativity. Restructure options exist. The Bears have an advantage most teams don't. A rookie QB contract that frees you to over-invest in pass rush right now, when it translates straight into wins. On the asset side, You're talking real capital, not couch change. But that's the cost of cutting the line. Polls has shown he'll pay for blue-chip trench play when the fit is clean and the age lines up with the core. This checks those boxes. On the grass, the ripple effect is massive. Linebackers get cleaner keys. Run fits hit faster because double teams crack sooner. Screens die because interior pressure kills the timing. Red zone? That's where he becomes a problem. You can't scheme around. Compress the field, collapse the pocket, and make quarterbacks throw into tight windows with happy feet. Suddenly, your takeaway goals feel realistic every week. Don't ignore the cultural piece either. Chicago respects lunch pail stars. Simmons plays with those Southside values baked in tough, blunt, daily work. You put that voice next to guys like Brisker and Johnson, and the standard of the room changes. Younger linemen like Gervin Dexter benefit from watching how a true alpha prepares. The city responds to that too. Monsters of the Midway stops being a throwback cap and starts sounding like a present tense statement again. Now, nothing good comes free. Tennessee's not going to hold a bake sale. There are real obstacles: price, timing, the Titans' own internal view of their timeline, and the dominoes that come with fitting a bid number in the books. That's all part of the calculus. But make no mistake, Chicago is one of the few teams positioned to say yes if the door opens even a little. That's why this isn't wild talk. It's targeted talk. Picture a late-season slate at Soldier Field. Wind biting, crowd loud, and offensive coordinators scripting rollout after rollout just to survive the middle 3 seconds of a play. That's what a move like this buys you control of the middle of the down. And when you control the middle of the down, you control the game flow. Caleb gets one more possession. The run game keeps its identity. You win ugly when you have to, and you win big when the avalanche hits. If for whatever reason the path gets blocked, the philosophy should stay the same. Swing at the interior. There are lesser names who bring pieces of the same profile. But there's a reason we're talking about Simmons and not about the bargain rack. Chicago has circled difference maker in red ink, not rotational patch. When your quarterback is on a friendly deal, you don't shop timid. You build a bully. Bears fans, I want you in this. How far would you go? What's a fair package to land a prime, top-shelf interior force? Would you prioritize cap flexibility over instant front four dominance? Or is this the exact kind of all-in swing that good franchises take when the window creaks open? Drop your trade packages and your gut feelings in the comments. Be honest. Be creative. And tell me how you'd line them up next to Sweat on third down. My take. If Chicago can thread the money and the picks without blowing up the runway for Caleb's second and third seasons, Jeffrey Simmons is the kind of move that changes who you are on defense overnight. And I'm for it. But it is, right now, a reading of the market and a well-sourced scenario, not an official deal. It's speculation. Strong, logical, exciting speculation. We'll keep our ears up and our feet on the ground. This is Bears News Fan Report, and we'll be here when the next call hits.